I am at the Future Investment Initiative, FII7, where 6,000 delegates, over 500 speakers, including global leaders, business heads and entrepreneurs, have gathered here in Riyadh. Among the attendees were also Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Key themes discussed during the sessions include energy transition, role of artificial intelligence, and of course, a compass clearly pointing towards a global south. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the event. PIF Governor Yasser Al-Rumayyan was a dominating presence on the first day of the conference. He shared some concerning renewable transition stats during the Board of Changemakers panel, which saw the who's who of the business world discuss the most pressing economic issues. $283 trillion need to be invested in renewables by 2045, but only $1.3 trillion has been invested so far. He went on to say that oil and gas companies need to be incentivized by governments of their respective countries to accelerate transition. While all spokespeople in the conference were in favor of transition, business leaders were more realistic about rebalancing the global energy equation. Aramco CEO Amin Nasser said it would be impossible to triple renewable energy production, and TotalEnergies CEO Patrick Pouyanné called for citizens to stop antagonizing fossil fuels as it is part of the solution. Saudi's first ever robot citizen, Sophia, was at the event doing interviews on stage, and so was Grace, the humanoid nurse designed as an assistant to doctors. Artificial intelligence was at the heart of a lot of conversations at FII, with forecasts of AI-related global investments soaring to $200 billion by 2025 being shared during panels. There were also calls for a unified and inclusive governance regime. UAE real estate giant Emar's chief, Mohammed Alabar, was in a number of panels where he spoke about commercial real estate and geoeconomic strategies. About the UAE, he said that 5,000 millionaires moved in and that he was scared as we don't have much space. Day 2 saw conversations about blue economy or ocean-based industries, which Ambassador Rima bint Bandar Al Saud said would be the 7th largest in the world if it was a country. The session with the IMF MD Kristalina Georgieva saw her reiterating the need for accelerated globalization today, when growth is slow and interest rates are expected to remain high for long. Another important session was the BRICS panel, which saw business representatives from Brazil, China, India, South Africa, and Saudi Arabia speaking about the increasing economic power of the global south and rise economies. Healthcare and education were also key themes covered in the breakout sessions. Group CEO of GEMS Education, Dino Varki, addressed the global teacher shortage, which stands at 17 million when it comes to the access of quality education. FII7 wrapped up with total investments of $17.9 billion and many global partnerships announced. The event was strictly about business, with speakers staying clear from politics, except for former US President Donald Trump's son-in-law addressing the Gaza conflict and saying Abraham Accords were now more important than ever.